Okie dokie. Time to see if there are any Scoruppy. Badu. Whooper. Psyduck. Carnivine. That's a rare one, right? Bidoof. Or that's Bibero. Let's see, what's over here? Starly. Meryl. Starly. Badoo. Staravia. Nah, nada. Not what we're looking for. Whooper. Carnivine. Another one, damn. Psyduck. Bidoof. Quagsire. Maybe we should just do a Carnivine hunt. I don't know. There was a... Hi! Oh my goodness. Yo, it's me. Hello, hello. How you doing? How's it been? How's it been? It's been a while. Doing good. Been a while since I've seen you. Yeah, it's been a while. I'm back to streaming for this week. There is like a shiny hunting community event that was started by, I'm pretty sure it's the same person. The Absol on Twitch, I mean on Twitter, the Absol. Is that Absol Blogs? Yeah, Absol Blogs Pokemon is who started this Safari Week, and it's been something that's been around for a few years now, at the very least. I wonder when the original one was. I should probably look into that. But yeah, it's just a week of shiny hunting in a Safari Zone, or in this case, the Great Marsh. But I haven't shiny hunted Pokemon in a very long time, and like since I've gotten back into like Pokemon by like card collecting and stuff, I figured, you know what? I feel like doing some shiny hunts for streams, that'd be a lot of fun. So that's what I'm back doing. Shiny hunting during the Safari Week, participating in the event. And is the counter going up? It's not going up. I just realized. We've gotten what, 2 encounters so far? I wonder why it's not going up. Oh, because I didn't hit start hunt, probably. Yep, that's more than likely why. Whoops. I think I did it by 1 more than I meant to. But yeah, I was like, you know what? I'll come back to streaming with shiny hunting because it's fun. It's something that I used to do a lot back in the day, before I even did VTubing. And so, yeah, I'm back. I do plan on streaming after Safari Week is over. I do plan on streaming at the very least Tuesdays and Thursdays. That way I can kind of get back into the habit of streaming, and yapping to myself, and then every now and then yapping to people who show up. Hi, Wakata. And then the other thing that I plan on doing is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to be rigging my other model. And once that model is completely done, streams should be back in kind of full force. Part of me wants to focus on making YouTube content. I'm still unsure on whether or not I want to do face content or not. If I do, I will be having 2 different YouTube channels, one for gaming stuff. And most of the gaming stuff moving forward is probably going to be Pokemon shiny hunting, playing the new Pokemon games when they come out and Pokemon Nuzlocke, stuff that I just enjoy doing a lot of. And it's been a while since I've done that stuff, so I'll probably be streaming those. And then I said this before and then I just never did it, but I've got like 2 or 3 completed Nuzlocke done, and if I really wanted to, I could go back and edit them, but I'm trying to figure out what exactly I want to do. But streams will be Pokemon content, and I'll have like one channel doing just gaming stuff, and then I might do a second channel where I focus on the collectible stuff that I do, which right now is Pokemon cards. Either talking about new sets that are coming out, giving out tips to people that want to get into the hobby, things to look out for, things to be careful of, stuff like that. And then some other like really cool like collecting videos that I have in mind. With like how much time I've taken off of streaming, as much as I love streaming, it's probably something that, especially with the kiddo coming, is going to be something that I probably don't do a lot of, but if I have the chance to, I will. But my main focus is going to be creating content for YouTube. But I want to find out, I'll probably settle on if I want to do content with my face or content with my new model once I finish my model. Once that's finished, I'll make a decision on what I want to do, and then we'll go from there. And yeah, we are doing a Sunday afternoon stream. I wanted to stream yesterday, but unfortunately was really busy with a lot of stuff going on around the house. We had to go pick up an IKEA bookshelf, which as soon as I got home, we built that up. I put a picture up in the Discord of what that looks like now. It's filled with a bunch of nerdy Pokemon stuff. I've got the bottom shelf that's filled with like my Magic books, my D&D books, and like my art books, my art education books. And then I have a shelf full of like Pokemon manga and other manga. A shelf where it's just the Ditto evolutions. Less focus on TikTok. I mean, I haven't really done anything on TikTok in a very long time. But what I will probably do is I will focus on like long content format videos. And then I will probably find clips from those videos and upload those as YouTube Shorts or TikToks. So, I have talked about how one type of video that I want to do for collecting is I want to make a video about like 12 cards under 20 bucks, or 12 budget cards for your fire themed collections, 12 budget cards for your underwater themed collections, or stuff like that. Because that is like one of the collections that I'm personally building. I'm building a bunch of like thematic pages. Yo, who just farted on me? Hi Maelstrom. So I want to do a lot of like videos for collectors or people that want to get into collecting on how to get into the hobby on a budget, because like everybody wants to like collect these like crazy $1,000, $2,000 Umbreon cards, PSA 10s, blah blah blah, you know, like the Giratina Lost Origins PSA 10 at $2,000. I don't know how much that one really is, but you know, the hobby doesn't have to just be about the money, right? It can be about the things that we find cool. And so I want to share what I think is cool on a budget for people that are just collecting for binders. Not to say that there's anything wrong with collecting, you know, PSA graded cards. I recently sent in a bunch of my Expedition cards. My dad, for those of you who don't know, gave me completed unlimited sets from Pokemon base set all the way up to Pokemon Legendary Collection. The Legendary Collection does not include the reverse hollows. My dad is actually, I suggested that what he do is send all his duplicate reverse Legendary Collection hollows to get graded. We can sell them or even start vending and sell them that way. so we can get more money from them and reinvest it into his incomplete collection, so he can get like legendary collection, his reverse holo legendary collection complete, instead of me just having an incomplete set that I don't think I'll ever complete. And so that's kind of what I ended up doing with my expedition, because he gave me an expedition collection that was incomplete, and a lot of the cards, I had like 19 cards missing, but like 10 of those cards were pretty expensive, and I don't really have the budget to fund that. But if I send the cards that I did have to get graded, I could get back like a good chunk of money, and with that money, I could reinvest it and collect things that, on a budget, I can start filling out other collections that I want. So there's stuff like that like I want to make videos about for people to, you know, look through their old stuff, see what looks good, and maybe send it, you know, to get graded, and you might get a good chunk of money to reinvest into the hobby or do whatever you want with. So even though I sent like a good chunk to get graded, there are, I think, 4 cards that I sent that I want to keep for myself, because one of them was the Wheezing from Expedition, and that Wheezing just looks insane. And so I want that one. And then I sent Pichu, Pikachu, Raichu from that set to get graded all together. So it's kind of like a sequential set. So yeah, I don't want to put out there that like collecting graded cards is bad. It's just, I want to make sure that people know that they don't have to just collect super expensive things. They can if they want, but there's a way to get into collecting on a budget, and that's kind of what I want to share with people. And yes, shiny Scorpy is red. That's kind of the reason why I want to shiny hunt for it. But if I find like a shiny Azurill, a Romero, I'm completely cool with that too. Or a shiny Krogunk. I think shiny Krogunk looks cool too. You're gonna raise the floor for those budget cards? I hope not. I hope that's not what happens. But I do want to also give a big tip to people when I'm making those videos, that another way you can get super cheap cards is by buying the Japanese versions. And I don't know, like, if the videos ever like blow up, then maybe it ends up raising the prices on the cards, which is unfortunate because that's not my intention. But like, for example, there's a Sleeping Raichu that I think is super, super, super adorable, and I love it. I have like a spread in my 4-pocket binder of sleeping Pokemon, and Raichu is one of those cards. The English version of that card is like $50. I'm like, I'm never gonna get this card. This is way too much money. But the Japanese version of that card is like, at the time that I bought it, was like $8. I think you can buy it for like $10. So it's a card where fits in a lot of people's budgets. It's a really awesome card. It's just, do you want to keep your collection to only English? Are you okay with having multi-language in your collections? I know for me, my artist collections, I have all those coming in as like English only. So for example, my Shinji Kanda collection, all English. I'm only missing one, the most expensive one, the Giratina from Lost Origins. So that is one card where originally, when I was missing the Paldea Evolved Magikarp and the Roaring Skies from Prismatic Evolutions, I was like, maybe I'll just buy the Japanese versions because I just really like the art, you know? And I was thinking about just getting the Japanese versions and just calling it a day with that collection. But I ended up trading a bunch of my Magikarps my Magic cards. I ended up trading a bunch of my Magic cards in, and I was able to afford the Magikarp and the Roaring Skies from the vendor that I actually traded my Magic cards into, and I ended up getting even more cash on top of it with the amount of cards that I went in with. So that was really cool, and I was like, okay, this just leaves me with my Giratina. And so one of the ways that I plan on funding that is, like I said, I thought about it, and then I looked at my old stuff. I talked with my dad to see if he was cool with it. because at the time I really wasn't sure if I wanted to. But then after talking with him and then after looking at the collection again, I was like, you know what? The expedition stuff, there are cool cards from this stuff that I am going to keep. So I kept like the Tyrannotars that I had, the Charizards I had, a Butterfree. What else? Typhlosions I kept. There was a good chunk of stuff in there that I ended up keeping for my personal collection. But then the ones that I didn't mind, you know, selling or getting rid of, I sent to get graded. So that way I could, you know, reinvest that money into the hobby. And so a cousin of mine actually talked about vending, getting his own table and doing that. And, you know, I offered if he needed it, I would be more than willing to help. So if I do end up helping him out, I might bring, if I have my graded cards ready at the time, I'll probably end up bringing that and then my trade binder. I'm currently in the process of like condition checking all of the cards again. But I want to get stickers for the cards so I can put it on the sleeves so I can know what I'm conditioning them all at as. So that way when I do end up bringing the trade binder, if a vendor wants the card, I can be like, oh, that's conditioned at LP, that's where I have it priced, stuff like that. So yeah, the Pokemon trading card game hobby is really like took a stranglehold of me, and it's been taking a lot of my time outside of like my VTubing stuff that I haven't been doing in a while. But you know, like I said, it's a lot of stuff that I'm like really passionate about, and like Pokemon has always been something that I always like gravitate towards too. So yeah, I think what I'll probably end up doing is my at least content strategy is making stuff to help collectors, making a different YouTube channel for that, and then keeping like my Pokemon gaming stuff on the main channel, and participating in like a lot of community-based events like this, so I can, you know, make videos of that stuff, how that goes, you know, recording my first playthrough process and giving my thoughts on the game. I know I want to eventually do a national dex, so making videos on like catching all the Pokemon I need from a certain game and documenting my experience with that, and just do a bunch of nerdy Pokemon stuff. And I think one of the other reasons I've mentioned that I want to do this type of content is it's content where if I have to step away from it, like if I'm streaming or something, I can safely step away from it and not ruin anybody else's experience in terms of like the game. Because I used to play Valorant like a bunch, but like if I have a kid and I have to, you know, help out my wife with something super quick, or, you know, maybe I think it's super quick, I step away and it ends up being like 15 minutes, right? If I'm playing like live games, I'm effectively ruining everybody else's experience who's on my team, and I don't want to do that. So I think like Pokemon content like this type of stuff and like the collectible content I want to make is all like very viable stuff that I can do in whatever type of free time that I might have. So, but yeah, that's pretty much where I've been. Is like thinking about what I want to do, and also just enjoying all the hobbies outside of just streaming stuff. Life is complicated, man. But try to find the time to do everything that I want to do. Yup. But yeah, I pretty much did a bunch of shiny hunting on the way to IKEA. Got a good chunk of encounters. I also did a bunch of encounters at work during my breaks, during my lunch breaks, trying to get closer to this shiny Skorupi. It's weird because I don't know how often the like the unique Pokemon, how often they reset. Or maybe it's just like at a certain time, Skorupi becomes more available. But there was, I think it was Friday night, I was shiny hunting right up here. I was hunting for the Skorupi up here, and I was getting a bunch of Skorupi encounters. But I'm not getting any now. And so I was confused because when I looked through the binoculars, that was not here. Like, it didn't show up in the binoculars. So I don't know exactly why it was like an increased chance of finding it. Unless, let's see. When do spawns... Oh, let me do it while this... Okay. When do spawns reset? Great Marsh. Brilliant Diamond. Oh, there was also several times I accidentally threw balls at Pokemon. And there was one time I accidentally caught a Marill, but because I reset the game, like every day to go check the binoculars, I ended up not having the Marill anymore, which is fine. But I think of like the 5 accidental Pokeball tosses that I had, only one of those balls caught a Pokemon. There was one other instance where the Pokemon actually stayed, and then the other 3 instances, the Pokemon ran. Which kind of makes me nervous for when we do find a shiny. Because, like, well, what's gonna happen? I find the shiny, it's gonna run, man. Are you kidding me? I mean, that's the whole point of shiny hunting in the safari, but like, man, please don't run away when I find you. I need you. I need you, man. So we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. I'm nervous, but, you know, we gotta do it. It looks like it's supposed to reset at midnight. Just go inside, save by the door, go upstairs, spend 100 on the binoculars. If I don't see it in all 3, I exit the game, load it back where I saved. At the end, I didn't waste 300. Then I wait till midnight, look again. Yeah, so it seems... yeah, it's supposed to reset every midnight. Look through each of the binoculars 2 to 3 times a day. Through 2 or 3 times at a time. Pokemon look at it vary. Just caught 2 Yanma and trade for Pearl exclusive. Wait, you can find Yanma? Or is Yanma like once you complete the national dex? Oh, wait. Those might be the version exclusives, right? Probably? Probably? Boom, 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 boom. If you time travel, it really locks you out. Is it? I feel like it only locks you out if you like time travel backwards. But if you jump forward, I think it's fine. Maybe not though. Everything you need to know for the Great Marsh. Maybe I should watch that. Maybe that's the play. Tested multiple days. I can assess that every day per area you get 1 daily Pokemon. You can get the same daily in multiple areas. Example, I got Carnivine in 3 different areas and it only as the daily for those areas. Be careful, 3 and 4. The middle ones look similar in the binocular because of the lake position. Out of 3 days of testing, I always get a Pokemon in every area, but never more than 5 different Pokemon. Interesting. Very interesting.
There's some exclusive Pokemon only found in the Great Marsh
and
the Safari Zone game in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl.
Yup.
Today, we're going to dissect this area and take a look at how you can get your hands on these Pokemon.
Got it. Thanks, Mr. Guy.
Welcome back to French Games.
Thanks, man.
Today, we're going to talk about
See, they do talk about time skipping. I'm pretty sure you can do it. I think you just have to, like, go forward in time. I mean, I don't mind either way. Let's see. I want to see if they pretty much are going to summarize everything we know about the Safari. Get away from me, Badoo. I don't need you. I don't want you. Apparently you can find a Toxicroak. Hold on. What are the... Brilliant, Diamond, Great Marsh. Great Marsh. Click. Click. Okay, yeah, so you can actually get Toxicroak. You can also get Drapion. That's wild. What the... each day, special Pokemon will spawn in each area. You go upstairs. Yeah, it looks like it's just every day, but not like more than once a day. Maybe I should just go catch the Carnivine. Maybe I should just go find the Carnivine again. Let's go do that. Let's see where the Carnivine was, so I can at least just catch that exclusive now. Well, it's not like version exclusive, but exclusive to hunting this way. And Yanma is only through the binoculars after the national dex, so we probably won't get a Yanma anytime soon. Yanma, Kangaskhan, Shroomish. Ooh, Shroomish would be fun. Shroomish would be a cool one. Yeah, there's not that many like great shinies. Actually, these are just the Pokemon available through the binoculars, but what are the Pokemon just in general? I know this one was one of them. So, the ledge and the lake, no. Not that one. No. Wait, where's the Carnivine? There it is. Okay. So, by the lake and a ledge? Where is this even? Where is this? Great Marsh, Brilliant Diamond. Safari Zone. Ba-bum. Okay. I think this is Great Marsh Part 4. Great Marsh 4, I think. What is this? That's where I was hunting. Alright. So go to Great Marsh Area 4. Although I thought I saw it in 2 different areas. This thing is scamming me. It's making me think that it's not there. I don't know, there's something wrong with it. Something's wrong. And I'll find out one day. Okay, so go to 4. And it should be... should be in this area. Hold on. I'm pretty sure. Great Marsh area 4. Gonna be the right side. We walk down. Nope, more right. Oh no, this is not where it was at all. Oh no. Maybe it was 3? Oh man. Oh man. Okay, so it wasn't here. Maybe it was over here? This looks more like it. I'm pretty sure this was it. I need to just save it after I do the swap. I'm pretty sure it was here. I think. I think. Pretty sure, maybe. Maybe yes, no. We got a Meryl. So what do the shinies of all the Pokemon look like here? I know Meryl and Azurill are like yellow. What is Whoopers? Is Whoopers red? I have a weird thing in my head that for whatever reason, when I think of the shiny Pokemon, I can always picture like a red variation of it. And I don't know if that's because like all of these, like I can picture it being like a light pinkish red and then the dark blue parts are red, but I don't know that that's right. Like I can picture a red Carnivine as well, but I think Carnivine's is actually I think Carnivine's is like a weird yellowish green, like a lime green, I think. Not a lime green. Like a yellow green. I'm starting to think that this isn't the spot for the Carnivine. Unless it's like more over here. I just don't remember seeing this guy though. I don't remember seeing that guy walking around. Sure is more to the right. I just need a Carnivine to show up so I can be like, oh yeah, this is where it was. I really don't want to leave and come back in. Unless it was like up here. Carnivine? Nope. Badu. I know Badu's is like another like Carnivine and like Badu both have like the same like yellow green, I'm pretty sure. But like the cool ones, I think Roselia's is pretty cool because the roses change. And then Scoruppies is cool. Scoruppies is the red. We know that for sure because I have the the image like right here. The Krogunks is cool because it's like a cyan. Yanma would have been sick. I'm not gonna lie. I think I would have been really happy shiny hunting a Yanma. Because Yanma is blue instead of red. Yanma is one of my favorite shinies. For sure. And then... what is Golduck's? I know Psyduck is blue, but what does Golduck be? Let's look at the images. Okay, so Badu, they get like a purple bib. Instead of a green bib, their bib becomes purple. And then Roserade's flowers become purple and black, I believe. Bibarel's is kind of lame. Bidoof Bibarel, kind of a lame shiny. think it just becomes like more yellow. Oh, wait, why did I think Azuriel's was gold? It's like a lime green. Wait, what? Now I'm confused. Are Meryl and Azumarill also green and not yellow? Ah, Wooper is pink. Okay. And yeah, Yama's is blue, but we're not going to find that one. What the? Okay, Meryl is green. Azumarill is yellow. Wow. It's crazy the things that your brain can do. Like my brain literally color manipulated all of these encounters. Hi, Lumi. How you been? How you doing? So wait, is Quagsire also pink? Yeah, they're like a purplish pink. Oh, I also have my Ditto binder. That was something that I did too, is I finally sat down and took the time to like verify like all of the different Ditto cards, and I in my Excel sheet I even put like what page and what slot of the page they would be going into. Been okay. What have you been up to these days? Pokemon card collecting has been like my main thing that my free time has been consumed by. I started rigging my model again. I talked about it last stream where I finally finished meshing it all. So after this upcoming week, after this current week of the Safari Week, once I finish shiny hunting, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, I will be dedicating those mornings to rigging the model. And I'm pretty close. All I really have to do is rig the hair. I have to rig the upper body, and that's it. Because I'm like, honestly, I'm gonna say, unless like you're some big VTuber, or if you just have the money to throw out there, anybody that's interested in getting into VTubing, do not even waste your time with getting like a full body. Like, you can save money by not getting a full body. Oh, we got the Carnivine, but it's not shiny. It's just, it is an exclusive. You can only get it through like hunting it with, like seeing it through the binoculars. So I'm happy about it. We're just gonna throw the ball. But like, how many times have I ever been like this? Like, how many times have you seen me like this? Like, pretty much like never. Pretty much like never. My dad's calling me. I'll be right back. How do I mute myself? Okay. I'm pretty sure I muted myself. Anyways, yeah, like one time when I did my debut probably is when you saw my full body, right? So it's like I'm not gonna spend my time rigging like the full body model that I got. But I definitely have learned that it's like, I mean, to be fair, I got mine at a really good price for the full model, so I'm okay with what I paid for it. But just in general, I feel like if people are getting into it, they could just save some money by just doing a full or a half body model and then just getting that rigged. Because like that's the other thing, when you rig like a full body, it's gonna add to the rigging cost, and yeah. So I would say probably just do like a half body. So that's all I'm doing. I removed all the other layers, so I only have, actually I can show what I have right now. But yeah, I removed all the layers, so that way it's literally just this. So no lower part. And yeah, right now my hair does not move with the head. So I mean, eventually I will wait, actually, what the? Oh, what the? The hair moves, but only for tilts. Ah, that's interesting. Okay, well, that's kind of cool. I didn't know that it moved at all. I didn't know it did this. So I guess the hair moves this way, but not the back hair. The back hair stays pretty stiff. So yeah, all I've got to do is like rig the. I gotta rig the hair, obviously. I want to add the eyeball physics, so that way when the eyes blink, there's jiggle. And then hair physics, hair, and then like I said, just this upper half. The rest of the body, I have it. It's just I just don't see the point in rigging it when like more than 99% of the time you're only gonna see like this at most, like ever. So it's like what's the point, you know? Yeah. Hi. Wait. Have I ever said your new name? I don't think I've ever said your new name. I don't think so. Wait, what is a nickname you go by now? Is it just Mori? Yeah. Okay, cool. I like it. Picasso. How have you been? The hair was a wig this entire That's what Ame said. Ame said, now I know for a fact that your hair is just a wig. It's not just a wig, bro. It's not just a wig. Hi, Dad. My hair is not just a wig. It's not. It's not just a wig. Yeah, my hair doesn't move either, probably because I don't have any. That's true. My dad, I get this shiny head from my dad. Look at this. Big old dome. Thank you, thank you. It's been a while, Maury. It's been a while. I've been great. Finally, like the office space in here, it looks good. For a bit, I was happy with like my desk area. My dad helped me with that, with the shelf that I have up above my monitor setup, and like this part has looked great for a while. But with the baby coming, I was like, okay, I'm probably not really gonna have time to stream a lot of like these crazy PC games. So I went back to a one PC setup and I'm giving back the second computer back to my dad, which Dad, you still have to take that home at some point. And then since I had like a bunch of space on my upper shelf, I put a lot of my Pokemon figurines up there and finally put back up my Pokemon posters. So my desk has looked pretty nice for a while, but like we had all of my stuff mashed up into her bookshelf, so we finally have like a bookshelf for my stuff. So now it actually looks really nice. It doesn't look all clustered anymore. Yeah, baby Yuka, baby Rise is gonna be here in a few months now. In a few months, so that's gonna be awesome. So yeah, now that our conjoined office looks really nice, I'm pretty happy with how it is in here. And the baby room still has a little bit more work to get done. We need to just like screw the bookshelves into the walls so that way they don't move, but we're waiting on
this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
I didn't fuck up. What do you mean? What do you mean? I didn't fuck up. I didn't do anything. But we just want to make sure that once we get like the final layout that we really want. But the baby's wallpaper is up there now, so that looks super good. It was a pain in the ass installing, but that was fine. Same house? Yep, same house. Same house. Yep. My dad actually came over earlier, helped us build a picnic table. We picked that up earlier today, so we have that built now. What else? What else have I been up to? Collecting Pokemon cards. That's been like my #1 hobby now. But yeah, I'm pretty determined on making content again, or passionate, because I finally figured out the stuff that I want to make. Or I guess it's new stuff that I want to make now. But yeah, again, unclear if I want to stick to VTubing when I make content, this content stuff, but I want to see how I feel after I finish rigging the new model. Once I finish rigging it, I'll see how I feel about it, and then I'll decide if I want to split off into having like my collectible stuff be in-person me, and then my gaming stuff just be my VTubing stuff. It'll all still be under the same name regardless. It's just I might present my actual face for my collecting stuff, especially if I end up doing vending shows. If I end up vending shows with my cousin, if he's interested in recording stuff, I might also record stuff, but I'm unclear on that because I don't know if I am going to be vending or whatnot. But yeah, sending Pokemon cards to get graded with my dad, and then seeing what we can get out of that. And I know for me, I'll be reinvesting whatever profits I make into the hobby. But yeah, the biggest life change though is gonna be the baby. The baby for sure. And we'll see how much ends up changing once the baby comes. But yeah, it's pretty much been filled with all these like small projects that we want to get done before the baby comes, and then just doing Pokemon card stuff with my dad, which has been fun. But I think like the biggest thing that really has just been affecting me is like the lack of energy. And whoa, my controller went crazy. For a while I was doing really good, like waking up and streaming in the morning, and then I kind of fell off that horse, and like now I don't know why, but it's just been a lot harder to find the energy to like wake up and stay awake in the morning. How has health stuff been? Health has been, I feel like, good for the most part. I know the last time I got my checkup, my blood pressure was in a really good spot, so yeah. Although I should probably get back on, the workout train. That's probably one thing that I haven't really been doing as much as I probably should be doing. But again, it's that thing of like, okay, if I want to make content, a lot of that time is in the morning. So if I do morning workouts, then I cut into the time that I could be spending making stuff. The other time slot to work out is when I get home from work. But it's like by the time I get home from work, I'm just like, I don't want to do anything, man. Work is just so, ugh. When the baby comes out, you'll be on the workout. Yeah. My workout will be waking up, getting out of bed, getting the baby, and then falling asleep when I can. Pretty much when the baby sleeps, I sleep, and when the baby is awake, I'm awake. That's pretty much what it's gonna be like, which is why I feel like, again, like doing content where I can, you know, step away and work on it like a little bit by little bit, is gonna definitely be the way to go. Baby boy will be taking a lot of time. I'm hungry. I didn't eat lunch. And it's getting... I guess it's not... I don't know why. Today feels a lot later. And I think it's because today I actually woke up on time. I didn't wake up too late. So like woke up, picked up the picnic table, had breakfast, and then chilled for a little bit, made the table, and then after that hung out a little bit. And now I'm streaming. But I don't know. It feels like it's 5, but it's only 3:30. Time works in funny ways. What the? Who's here? Wait, who's here? If family's here, guys, I will have to end stream early. Oh, yeah. Family's here. Okay. I will probably have to end. I will catch you guys later. I might be back. I don't know. I'll be right back. I actually didn't have to leave. Now somebody was just family was just dropping off a present because it was my wife's birthday Friday. So that's the other thing. Yeah, it's crazy how busy we've just been too, like just in general. But I mean that's just having a big family. There's just like constant, even if it's not family, it's like friends. So there's always just something going on, which is fine because it's fun. But yeah, there's baby showers, there's weddings, there's birthday parties, graduations. Dude, there's so much stuff to do and not enough time. We need more time. But there's not enough. And here I am, spending it all shiny hunting. Never knowing if anything will ever shine. This is probably the most productive way to spend your time. Running away from Pokemon and waiting for one to look different. Oh, what a wonderful time. I love it. One day, though. If I had... I was thinking about setting up my 3DS capture card. That way I could do like another safari hunt in a different game. Now that I'm thinking about it, I could. I'd have to buy another capture card though. Because I technically have 3 Switches. But I don't... I wonder... How much does another capture card cost? I haven't bought any sort of like streaming equipment in a long time. Let's see. Whoop, wrong thing. Ah! Sweet scent. So there's the external ones. Even the external ones are expensive. What the heck? 180? Wait, do I still have? I think I had an external one, but I think I gave it to a friend. I don't think I have it anymore. Let's see. There's another... What are like... I know Elgato is one of the capture card brands, but there's got to be like other brands. Is Aver Media still one? Aver Media. Let's see. Oh, I saw that. I saw that that Elgato recently released the virtual Steam Deck. Do you have to pay for that? Is it just something free that you download? Get early access. I guess it's only a beta thing right now. That's pretty cool though, having just an Elgato on your monitor. Oh. Does this not work? Where is the Elgato? Oh, I might have to install the Steam Deck thing because I don't have... For like hotkeys and stuff? Yeah. Yeah, you can have a virtual Stream Deck now. I know there's like other apps that have done it first, like where you can just have it. But yeah, Elgato finally did it themselves. Yeah. Okay, so I clicked capture and I didn't get any of the capture devices. Oh, I see why. Okay. I see. It's because like it doesn't take you to like the actual game capture stuff. Okay, so there's the 4K Pro, which is an internal, Camlink Pro, which is for webcams. Or not webcams, but like DSLR cameras. Ooh. Wait, that's so cool. They have a video capture for like the old systems that use like the yellow, red, white connections. So if I ever wanted to stream like my GameCube stuff. Ooh. Do I stream Pokemon Coliseum and Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness? I could just play those games through an emulator, but I could just play the authentic game. It's only $90. That's not bad. Yeah, if I wanted a 4K Pro, that would cost $300. What the heck? Wait, do they not sell the one that I have? Because the one that I have is not that. Capture. Huh, I wonder. So game capture, what is a game capture Neo? Game capture Neo. Introducing a game capture Neo, a powerful device that turns you into a creator. It connects your console. Wait, it connects your console to your gaming screen and laptop or iPad so you can record or stream like a pro. Plus it works with any app, so you can start right away. So my thing is with like these capture cards, I don't know, from my experience, anything that wasn't internal always had some sort of delay. Which is why I liked internal capture cards more, but maybe they finally fixed that issue. I don't know. Wow, wow. Let's see. What other products do they have? Products. Capture. HD60. HD60X lets you capture capture PS5 or Xbox gameplay like a pro. Like a pro? Stream or record high-resolution content for audiences on any platform. No subscriptions, 0 limitations. And then 4KX is just, you can have 4K. Which is like, I don't think I really ever need 4K though. Ultra low latency VRR pass-through with ultra smooth frame rates, no compromises. I don't know. Chat Link Pro, what is this? What the? Chat Link Pro lets you stream or record PS5, PS4, and Nintendo Switch voice and gameplay audio. Simply plug it in, connect your controller and headset, and you're all set. Interesting. I don't need that ever. Yeah. I feel like anything that I'd want to get is probably just going to be too expensive to worry about right now. Plus, then I'd have to get like another copy of... I'd probably get Shining Pearl because I don't have that yet. I'd have to get Shining Pearl. And then I'd probably have to get the physical version, right? Because can I play 2 digital games at the same time on the same account? Or does Switch only let you play 1 digital game at a time? Questions that I have. That one I could easily answer myself though. I could just like run the game and see. But I'd prefer that I could just play it on the same account, so that way I can actually keep that shiny. But yeah, having 2 Switches would just make encountering much faster. Because what, I started the stream at 600 encounters, around there, and I'm barely almost at 800. And it's been an hour, so almost 200 encounters in an hour. Like, I probably would have gotten 200 encounters if I was literally only focused on this. So I could have got, like, if I had 2 switches going at the same time, I could have hit 400 encounters. Dude, there's some people that are like playing off of like 50 different systems right now. Let's see. Who else is hunting? Twitch. Oh. Blue Vector. Blue Vector has 9 copies going once, which is awesome. I need to drop them and follow them. I'll probably follow them after this, after I finish streaming. I've seen some of their YouTube videos, but let's see who else is participating in Safari Week right now. They are Pink Britters, who's got, looks like 3 different games are going right now. Majestic Pale, who looks like they've got 4 going right now. Another Safari Week. It's got 5 games going on right now. Yeah, there's people going crazy with a bunch of different ones. Another person with 6 copies of a game running, 4 of one running. I only got 1, man. I could have 2. They would just be 2 different games. But I don't even know what game it would be. It would probably have to be Heart Gold, because mine is a 3DS capture card. How easy is it to install capture cards to like old handhelds? Do they even sell? Do they even sell kits anymore? I know for a while they sold kits. I wonder if my homie would be down to install a capture card. I need to ask if he's fixed my Alpha Sapphire copy. Let's see. Let me message my friend. Because I went through a bunch of my bins where I had a bunch of stuff stored, because I wanted to pull out some of my older Pokemon games to put on display on my new shelves. Found Pokemon Red, Yellow, Blue, Gold, Silver. I don't know what happened to my Crystal. I'm not sure what happened to my Pokemon Crystal. And then I remember, I think I traded in Ruby Sapphire and either Fire Red or Leaf Green. I know one of those games I was missing for a while. I don't know what happened to one of them. I know I traded in, I think, Pearl and Diamond, and then Pokemon White, and then Black 2, White 2. Which, like, I wish I didn't trade those in. I know at the time I got my money's worth, and then I probably got stuff that I wanted, but I kind of wish I had them now. Only because of, like, wanting to complete a national dex, and I'm not sure which games I need to be able to complete a national dex. And that's something that I'm gonna eventually find out. Hadn't what? Wait, what? I don't even know what we're talking about. Also, hi, Kitty. I just joined. Hadn't traded what? Oh, I wish I hadn't traded my old Pokemon games. I don't think I traded away my Pokemon Crystal, but I don't know where it's at. But I like Pokemon Crystal, Ruby Sapphire, Fire Red Leaf Green. What other games do I not have? Diamond and Pearl, except we have a Pearl version. Like my wife had one, but it doesn't have the original art on it, but it has a like piece of paper written Pokemon Pearl and then taped over the cartridge. So I don't know if it's an authentic Pokemon Pearl or if it's not. I'm leaning more towards it is a real copy. It's just the kids probably like scratched the art off of it. So there's that. And then I'm missing white, black 2, and white 2. So I have all of them like ones from like I have X and Y till the current Pokemon games, and I have like I said, Pokemon Red, Yellow, Blue, Gold, Silver, and I have Emerald. You can check the cartridge back. So what would it say on the back? So I have it here. It says Nintendo NTR-005 Pat Penned, which I'm assuming means patent pending. You don't know off the top of your head? Because I was gonna say, and then there's like a weird code on it. Let me just Google how to tell authentic Pokemon Pearl. Look for a holographic Nintendo seal on the cartridge and a sharp, clear label with the correct color in front. Compare the cartridge's color and weight. Okay. Okay, what if I don't? Okay. From the back. Pearl from back. Look for a matching Nintendo product code like NTR-005 on the back that corresponds to the code on the front label. Authentic cartridges also have a clear Nintendo logo and a distinct Pat Pending text on the back with the correct font. Additional, the label should be well printed and not blurry, and the overall cartridge should have a high quality finish. I guess let me compare that cartridge to my Pokemon Ranger. Am I missing a Pokemon Ranger game, or was there only 2 Pokemon Rangers? I thought there was 3. I mean, the cartridge looks... Yeah, the cartridge looks like my cartridges. It just looks a little bit more scuffed up. A little bit dirtier. But I think it's literally just because it was the hands of many children. Let's see. Pokemon Ranger series. Dude. Pokemon Ranger, Shadows of Almia, and Guardian Signs. Ooh, I don't know that I ever got Guardian Signs. Oh no. Oh, sick. This game is actually hella cheap. Okay, I don't think I ever did I don't think I ever did get Pokemon Ranger Guardian Signs. I know I pretty much 100%ed the first 2. I have Pokemon Conquest. That's another like spin-off. Oh, whoops. That does not go in that spot. It goes up here. But yeah, I have Pearl, Platinum, Black, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, XY, Pokemon Conquest, Pokemon Ranger, and then Ranger Shadows of Almia. Then I have Detective Pikachu, Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, Pokemon Art Academy, and Pokemon Rumble Blast. Oh, that's what I meant to grab from my storage too. I have to pick it up. Hi, Sleepy. How have you been? I'll have to go back, but I do also have the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon bundle, or like put I think red and blue into one game. I think for the Switch. I think it'd be fun to play through those games again. I had a lot of fun with those games when those games came out. All I remember from the Pokemon Ranger series is that's one of the reasons why I needed a new DS. It's been so long. I've been good. What have you about you? I've been pretty good. Sucked a lot of my time into Pokemon card collecting hobby. And that's pretty much all I've been really up to. And then again, getting the house ready and organized for when the baby comes, so that way we don't have to worry about all the many projects. So we're like speed running our projects. I think our next project is installing new lights into our bedroom and then the kitchen. And then I don't know what other projects we really have. The lights. I know we also want to paint. We have like this barn door that we want to paint. Because right now it's just wood. She wants to paint it white, so we got to paint that. But I think we're pretty much in a good spot. We just have to like get the baby room a little bit more ready, and everything's all good. But yeah, just been chilling, and then getting back into Pokemon gaming. How have you been? What have you been up to? I forgot you'll be a dad. Yeah. A lot of stuff you want to do. Yeah. A lot. But there's no time. Like so I have a bunch of different projects, like personal projects that I have, like conditioning and pricing out Pokemon cards that I want to trade, which I have like almost somewhere between 300 and 360-ish. Actually, no, maybe more than that. Maybe 300 to like 400 cards that I need to look at and see what their condition are, so that way when I go to trade or sell them to people, I'm not like charging them more for the price of a card because it's not as good as condition as it should be or whatever. So that is just a lot of time. I also have a bunch of my Magic decks that I've been taking cards out of to sell for money to invest into my Pokemon card hobby. So what I've been doing is I've been making what's called proxies, so essentially fake cards. But in my play group, people already use proxies, so we don't really care about fake cards in use in our like play group. And if you ever do play with like people like out in the wild, you just let people know, hey, is it okay to play with decks using proxies? If not, I have some decks that don't use proxies, so but not too concerned about that. So I have a bunch of cards that I need to make proxies for. Yeah, there's a lot of like personal projects that I also need to do or want to do. I don't need to do them, but I'd like to do them. And then also like rigging the model, finishing that, and getting the motivation to do that. Why are you bald, by the way? Oh, I forgot. I was bald because somebody said that they knew I wore a wig because my other model, this one, the hair doesn't move. Oh wait, whoops, wrong one. The hair doesn't move on this model. Except for when I move side to side like this. But then someone was like, I knew it was all along it was a wig. I knew it. Like, no. 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 Ooh, wig hair. Okay. It's just canon at this point. I just wear a wig. No. Becomes bald, yeah. Literally. Actually, I probably should move myself to, like, the other side. Probably move myself to this side. Because, like, now, you guys can see the shiny when it comes up. And you can see it in the corner. Or maybe I should put myself up here. Let's see, where does the text cut off? Look at it dancing, yeah. Yeah, it could be staying like right here. Boom. Put the number like right here, I guess. There we go. I need to make like a proper layout for shiny hunting again. It's been a while. Yeah, the Scorpy has got some moves, but that's what we're looking for. We're looking for that red little scorpion. I don't know where it's currently at, so we can't find it. Not today, at least. Somebody said that it can spawn, or I read somewhere that it can spawn in, like, tall grass. And I did, at one point, find a spawn for it. Like, now I can't. So, Great Marsh daily Pokemon. Pre-National Dex. So yeah, Scorpia is considered one of the daily Pokemon. But it was weird because I found one. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the binocular just didn't see it. But I swear, that day when I checked in the binoculars, it didn't show up. And then I found one. I don't know. I don't know how this game works. I'm just playing it and hoping I find a cool shiny. No more Red Dancy. Yeah, he's still there. It's because it only shows one of the mons that can appear. Oh, the binoculars? So, does that mean that I could just run around and eventually, like, stumble upon it somewhere else? So if I go to, like, area number 5, even though it didn't show in the binoculars, it might show up? Yeah, no, because when I was hunting it in the top left, I was looking for Krogunks. And then the Scorupia appeared. And I was like, wait, what? That's crazy. Because that's I thought both of those were daily mons. And I was like, wait, that's like such a good spot to find like 2 cool like shinies. You know what? I'm gonna go around picking up items. Let me scroll up to find the mini-map again. Says there's an Ultra Ball here. Oh. I was about to say, I don't see an Ultra Ball. But lo and behold, I guess there really was an Ultra Ball there. I'm so confused on the little chibi running. Is it always like that? The little chibi running. Do you mean this little guy right here? Do you mean the little scorpion? This dude? This is just an image I have. Cause it's the Pokemon that I'm looking for right now. No. Oh. Oh Lord, it's huge. Oh my gosh, shiny Skorupi! We found a shiny Skorupi! Whoa! Whoa! Definitely real, definitely not fake. Definitely real. Look, it's even moving with the... Oh my goodness. It's moving with the camera, see? So it's obviously real. Look at that. Oh my, shiny Skorupi. Oh boy. Real, no clickbait, exactly. But it's still a daily chance of showing up. I see, okay. So it could show up, but it could also just still not show up. Got it. Oops. I didn't hit down. Bump, bump, bump. Bump, 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 bump. Alright, I'm putting myself over here. There should be an item here too. Where is it? It's supposed to be a full heal. Oh, don't I have like the item detector radar thing? Like that? I have that thing, don't I? I think so. Oh boy. Oh. Ah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah. Got it. Oh, you talking about my character running around? Yeah, that's a chibi dude. Like when you are in a fight, you are tall and all. Oh yeah, yeah. So in the overworld, you are chibis. That's kind of like the one thing about this game, I'm not gonna lie, that I do dislike a little bit. I do kind of dislike the chibi. Is it when they run? No, it's when they walk. I think it's so dumb. They waddle. I don't know why, but I hate the waddle so much. It just looks so dumb. Oh man. Let's see. And when they run, they look fine. But then watch. Are you ready? Are you ready? Look at this waddle. Waddle, 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 waddle. Like, why? Why do you waddle, man? If you run, it's fine, but it's just waddle. Alright. Yeah, he be marching around. Alright. Oh, do I have to walk the other way around? I thought it was like normal because of the videos I saw, not gonna lie. Wait, videos not in Chibi? What? Wait, how do you not be in Chibi? You know what? I wonder, you probably are watching like modded gameplay? Because you can mod it if you're playing it through, I mean, oh, my bad. You meant in fights, probably. Because I know there was somebody I remember seeing on Twitter who was like modding the game and adding in like better move animations. Because there's like some games have some crazy animations. They were also making their own animations for some attacks. I think they rescaled some of the Pokemon that follow you. Like they were running around all normal. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I wonder if it's the same person. Brilliant Diamond modded. Oh. Mod removes chibis. Yep. There's a mod that does remove chibis. It adds in, so it looks like that is so weird. That is actually so weird. Like it's cool, but it's weird. Because it replaces all the characters. But I mean, we technically have the 3D models for just about all the characters, right? Because if you ever go into a battle, there is the full version of that model there. So they probably just did some mining for the models and then got the models and then just changed it. The Twitch says Violet and Scarlet. Yeah, because that's just how it always is for any Pokemon. For any Pokemon stream. If you go to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's directory, you will see people playing like Pokemon Emerald, Pokemon Heart Gold. It's just nobody ever streams in the directory of the game unless one, you're doing like speed runs. Like I feel like usually games done quickly usually streams in the proper directory, or people who are like bigger streamers will stream in the proper directory. But if you're streaming a game, a Pokemon game at least, the best way to just put it out there is just stream it in Scarlet and Violet. But yeah, if you thought this was actually Violet and Scarlet, my bad. It is not. It's Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. But yeah, if you have seen Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl gameplay with full models, they modded it. There's a mod out there that changes it. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool mods out there that make the game, I guess, harder or better, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I think Brilliant Diamond has been one of the games where like the modding community has kind of gone crazy with. I think I missed a couple of Pokemon games. Ah, I see. The only Pokemon games I missed were like, and I didn't miss them, I did buy them, but I missed them in the sense of I only played them a little bit and then didn't finish them until like much later. Like Pokemon Black and Black 2 or White and White 2, I actually didn't beat those games until X and Y was about to come out. I was like, okay, I should play through these games. Like, I know you can play through Pokemon games without playing the previous games to, you know, play the next game, because they're all standalone. But I liked playing all of them. So, like, the 5th generation games, I didn't actually play them until right before 6th gen started. But I've played every single mainline Pokemon game. I think the only Pokemon games I've missed, I think I missed one of the mystery dungeons, because one was like Darkness, and the other one, I can't remember what the other one was, but I played Darkness, I think. Which I actually don't have that cartridge. Wait. I don't even have Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. And I know I had that game. Or Red Rescue Team. Huh. I don't remember getting rid of those games, though. I don't know where those ones are. I know I played those, and then I played the second one. And I think I did not play the Sky one? Whatever the third one that came out was, I didn't play. And then I didn't beat Super Mystery Dungeon, that one for 3DS. I didn't beat that one. I played Pokemon Dash. I played Detective Pikachu. Did I beat Detective Pikachu? No, I don't know that I even beat Detective Pikachu. I don't think I ever played Pokemon Chose, which I think was a mobile game, or maybe that wasn't a mobile game. Maybe that was a DS game. What was another Pokemon game that I remember that I know I didn't play? How many Pokemon games are there? For main series Pokemon games, it was Red, Yellow, Blue, Gold, Silver, Crystal, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Black, White, Black 2, White 2, X and Y, and then Sun and Moon, and then Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, which if you haven't played 7th Gen, don't bother playing Sun and Moon. Just play Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon. Those games make that generation better. Just don't bother playing the first two. And then it was Sword and Shield, and then Scarlet and Violet. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25 main series games. And then for spin-offs, there was a bunch, right? Because there's all the Legends. Well, and by all the Legends, I mean literally Pokemon Legends Arceus, Pokemon Legends ZA. There's the Mystery Dungeon games. There's the Ranger games, which I think Mystery Dungeon was 2, 4, 5, 6 games. And then Ranger had 3 games. And then there was like the other spin-offs like Troze, Dash, Pokemon Pinball Ruby Sapphire, Pokemon, I said Pokemon Dash, Pokemon Troze, I mean Pokemon Go. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to throw it. There's Pokemon Go, Pokemon TCG. Oh, there's the Pokemon trading card game too that was for the Game Boy Color. Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Stadium 2, Pokemon Coliseum, Pokemon Shadow or XD Gale of Darkness, Pokemon Battle Revolution, what other ones were there? Oh, we got some honey. Yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon games. Pokemon Conquest, which is really sick. If you like I think it was akin to like Fire Emblem. That game was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed Conquest. Pokemon Detective or Pikachu, Pokemon Detective Pikachu, Pokemon Art Academy. So if you wanted to learn art, that was a really fun way to do it. I loved that game. I didn't finish it, but I did enjoy it while I did play it. Pokemon Puzzle League. That was on Nintendo 64. Hey You Pikachu was on N64. Pokemon Channel was on GameCube. Those were kind of fun little mini games. Man, what else was there? Good God, the amount of Pokemon games. There was many. There were so many. There was so many. I wish they did another Pokemon trading card game. Like where like you walk around and do battles with people and stuff like that. Similar to like what like Yu-Gi-Oh games used to be. Like Yu-Gi-Oh Rush of, or I think it was like Rush of Destruction or something like that. Let me look it up. Yu-Gi-Oh had some crazy games. They had some really cool games back in the day. Yeah, it's Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush of Destruction. That was another one. There was... What was the other one? The Sacred Cards. That was another cool one. Those were cool because you would like you would walk around in certain areas and like duel people, and there was like a really crazy storyline of you saving the world and doing duels with the Yu-Gi-Oh cards and whatnot. Those games were sick. I wish Yu-Gi-Oh would release a game like that again, where like you're just a dude walking around a city and dueling people, figuring out like the crazy fanatics that are trying to like resurrect. I don't even know. Those games were sick. I know my mom has a box of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Ooh, nice. Nice. Find them, grade them, sell them. Or keep them. But yeah, if you ever want to play those Yu-Gi-Oh games, you can do it by buying it on Steam. Yu-Gi-Oh! The early days collection. It's like $50. You get a bunch of really cool ones. Let's see, what are all the games that you get? So you get Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters, which is the Game Boy one. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters 2, which I don't think I ever got. Yu-Gi-Oh! Monster Capsule, which I think is like the Dice Monsters one. Dark Duel Stories, Duel Monsters 4 I never played. Dungeon Dice Monsters is the Dice one. What is Capsule? I'm not what sure Monster Capsule is. But Eternus Duelist, the Sacred Cards, Rush of Destruction, those were the ones where you used to walk around. And maybe even Worldwide Edition, Stairway to the Destined Duel. Some of these, it was kind of lame. It was just like a screen. You would see 5 people that you could duel. You click on them and you have to like meet certain criteria. You have to like beat them all 5 times, then you can go to the next tier. That's when Yu-Gi-Oh games to me started to get lame, because it was like, oh, I don't really even get to do anything here. I just have to duel people, which for people that only cared about dueling, then that was fine. But I enjoyed like the story part. The stories like seemed cool. But yeah, on Steam, you can get the game, and it gives you a bunch of games. I probably will pick it up whenever it goes on sale. I'll probably pick it up. I'm waiting for summer sale. I want to pick up Last of Us. I want to pick that up. I want to pick up this game. There's like a Digimon game that goes on sale every now and then that I kind of want to pick up, but I never do. But alrighty, everybody, though. It's been great having you here. It's been great talking some nerd shit. I should be back tomorrow, early morning streams. So I'll be back again tomorrow morning at around 6 a.m. CST or CDT, whatever we're in right now. 6 o'clock in the morning. I'll be back. I'll be streaming for a couple hours, as long as I wake up on time. But I would assume the stream to start somewhere between 6 and 6:30 is usually the latest that I ever go on stream. So thank you again so much for tuning in. No shinies today. We hit almost 300 encounters. I'll probably hit up to 900 when I go off stream. But yeah, I had fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the time here. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow. Like I said, I'll be streaming all week this week. Just all gonna be early morning streams. So I will catch you guys in the future. Have a great rest of your day. And yeah, I'll see you later. Okay.